Hello, everyone, and welcome to War in the East 2, turn number 12, as we play our multiplayer game against the lovely Nick the Trojan, who is still having his run mode on. As once more, we have massive retreats of the Soviets here all around the front. They retreat behind Orel, they retreat over here. Only line where they stand is between Vyazma and Ruzhev. But they once more tried to attack us here in the rear towards Veliky Luki. We will have to cover these swamps a bit better, I guess. So that is for sure interesting. Our northern lines now start to really entrench. So does his his units on the other side. But that means that our units, as you can see, really go up on defensive value here. So that's really good. That's fantastic. Meaning that these units will be super tough for him to break. And our Nava line here should do the job that we expected to do in the winter. Yeah, other scenarios this turn. The USS Greer has been torpedoed by a German submarine, as they do convoy escort there. And now they are supposed to shoot on sight on our German ships, those pesky Americans. And other than that, battle-wise this turn, we have seen a couple of interesting hasty retreats here, where they got hit. Defensive force were scouted, and our units here, they attacked. Our defensive line really hold well, did attack back, did deal good damage to him, and then we had one more battle somewhere. Where did we had another battle? Showed one more. Deliberate at Chromie as well. Ah, okay. This one, 10th Panzer did retreat from. And we actually took some casualties. So that was his first successful attack ever. So indicating things to come here. 10th Panzer was to retreat, but afterwards holding relatively decently. He did retreat away afterwards. Out of all of this, though. The turn in general, we lost 108 tanks, 20,000 men, 69 guns last week, which is okay. Tank-wise, we go up in numbers this turn because we have two new tank divisions arriving on the front line, 5th and 2nd Panzer, two absolutely elite formations with good numbers of Panzer 3s each as well. So less Panzer 2s, more Panzer 3s. That's a sign of the future to come, as the Panzer 2 numbers are dwindling, the Panzer 3 numbers are rising. So low supply number, exactly the same number as last turn. Low strength number, I think one more division on the strength on the front line. 19, not great, not terrible. His number of tanks goes down. His number of guns go up, though. Whilst our number of men go down by 30,000, as we, I think, lose a couple of motorized brigades that moved to the Soviet Union that were attached to other units. Yeah, these brigades go into the garrison, which is a shame, but yeah, these will be used there. And they were way worse than the two divisions that we got in replacement. So, yeah, those go to the garrison, and then we get good units here on the map. These two new units, really good. Yeah, 30,000 men less on the battlefield for us this turn. 5,900 only less on the battlefield for him, but a good amount less tanks, as we inflicted around 33,000 casualties last turn. 448 tanks. A lot of them T-26s still. Good amount of KV-1s. Couple of T-34s. A lot of BT-7s and BT-5s even. On our side, mostly Panzer 3s by now. Couple of Panzer 38Ts in different versions. Those are still around. Yeah, Panzer is getting more and more. Those Panzer 3s around though now. So yeah, this is the turn here. Air setup is nearly done as well. this recon hex, we just need to move a bit further forward to actually scout around Kharkiv and south of Kursk, if possible. And then this recon is scouting a bit in front of us here of what is to come there. In the north we have it all set up already. So let's see, guys, what we can do here with the air and what is to come for us this turn in that regard. Our Air Force still really behind us, far behind us. The Air Force really will start to play a major role again. Like, it's helpful, obviously, but 1942 is the time for the Air Force to shine, when it's not super heavily occupied in the west yet, and it also has then bases closer to the front line and better supply lines than it has currently, because obviously at the moment major focus of our supply is onto the army groups and not onto the Air Force, and that means that, and we don't have the air bases in the front yet, that we need to really get the support we need. Supply wise, you can see we now get supply directly here on the front, which is good. Couple bit further behind around Kiev here, helping out. Gomel finally online, helping out a bit to the south here as well. This rail being fully online is really, really good. Feldbahn Division 3. I don't think it makes sense wasting our time down there. We will build up here now. Let's do that first before we do anything else. You turned off. And you continue repairing rail over here. Let's do the Feldbahn Division first. Nice, you do the repair there. Around Vilekiluki. You combine these two rail lines. That is fantastic. This one down here is not worthwhile. Let's see where we send you next. I think connecting the rail network over there in general makes sense. Yeah, connecting these here. But this line from Daugavpils going through now is really good. Up here the supply mostly getting out of Rzhev. And up here, but yeah, this rail network not connected yet, so that would be the idea this turn. I don't think we have much to worry about from this island, but I really want to make sure that this division now can set up shop behind these guys. Okay, he is around here again. We push him back. Oh, okay. Get halted. They did retreat around here. This infantry brigade making sure that they don't advance too easily around here. Go back a bit. Blue division. Actually, blue division can go down here to help out. And can be put on the Discord. This one. As we will use all of these divisions to hold the line there. You guys doing repairs all around. We need to figure out what this is. The rather weak but armored force. That was annoying onto our rail here. Oh wow, we pushed them back in the wrong direction though. Leading them to... They ran away in the wrong direction. Leading our leader units to get scattered. And yeah, we really need to get them away here. Running into our supply lines from the rear. These divisions with air support should be easily breaking through here. Yeah. And then this tank division together with these should be doing a good job. Onto this hex. Yes. Okay. We're pushing onto Vyazma. Yeah, he disengaged here. As expected. Doesn't want to risk encirclement. But it means more territory for us. Not really. I'm not too interested in modern naval stuff, to be honest. Okay. What's it? Isn't it more like War on the Seas than Roll the Waves? What I've seen. U3 don't have an attack here. Yeah, not even many casualties. We just we just want to keep them occupied here. The headquarter unit goes into the middle here. Have some. Yeah, we want to keep these hexes from being able to entrench. Like if he has trench lines here, that's fine. This one being on level 3 hex now, but he retreated away from this hex. Okay, interesting. We repair the rail up to down here. And then we start from over here. Ah, we can only. Start from where we have a connection, right. Build up the rail down this line as well. Yeah, this supply hub, not great yet, but already starting to supply some units on the front line. Obviously, major rail hub is still Smolensk, where we have a rail yard that is nearly repaired now. This hex obviously is a annoyance. Actually, which one is the weakest? The one at 6th. One at 6th and one at 10th. Do this attack together. Yep. Completely push them back there. And then these two move on here. Take this attack. And then we potentially have a pocket here again. If we can break through this hex. Split you up. And 2 of these up north. Okay. Push them back. Don't have anything that can enter there. The armored divisions. This is stronger than it looks. This supposedly is only 13, but it should be stronger. I don't believe it. Anti-tank brigade, mechanized division, and the tank division. Yeah, that's a strong force. Yes, he has strong forces up here that potentially are looking to counter-strike, which is highly annoying. We're building up a fort here, nearly level 1. Good. Over here, yeah, the rail line towards Vyazma. Something that we can strike at. Now that he avoids capture in the south, we can just push in here then. Oh. Okay, aircraft loss is high on both sides. other kind of losses relatively high as well. Tank division stays in the rear. We can't encircle this fully. Let's go on. Hey, Mirrorman! Thanks for the follow. Welcome to the channel. We continue here with Warranty. These two. And okay. You guys move up here. I mean, this is perfect terrain. Potentially could swing north here. Push through here. Try to encircle Soviet units in here. Question is, are there any Soviet units left in there? Yes, there are. There are Soviet units left in there. Okay, you actually swing south. Okay, that's a rather strong roadblock. How strong are they around here? Oh, wow, what? Are we sure this is only one division? You are still in range of your headquarters. We break through. Casualty rate's not great. Not terrible. We will need you to hold the line up here. But yeah. Could leave Orel to the side for now. Like, obviously Orel is a victory point. Kaluga... Kaluga and Vyazma are not. Which I am still a bit confused by why Rzhev is one and Vyazma is not in this game. And Kaluga also... well, Orel is bigger. But like, Rzhev makes no sense when Vyazma is not, in my eyes. Like, Vyazma is such an important city in all regards. Rzhev is nice and all, but yeah. Like, Kalinin makes sense. Rzhev doesn't. Vyazma makes more sense. This is the big question here. Like, we have open plain that we could strike through. We have a northern pincer that could try to get there as well. 19 defense here is a lot, though. And we don't get there in good shape. This is supposedly 29 defense on one single unit. I really don't believe that. You obviously have to stay here. Really don't believe that. Okay, it's a strong force, but it's not. It's supposedly 24. I mean, it's in swamps, right? That's the big problem. Yeah. Making movement really much slower than wish it to be. The tank formation gets slowed down so much by that. Or do we just do what we did before pushing on to Vyazma? It's not half bad either, but this is better terrain. This is terrain where we actually could potentially, if the weather allows for it, which it will next turn, strike once more out there. Yeah. Yeah. We are really unlucky with the weather. Tank divisions moving in there. Attacking into a swamp hex with 2 tank divisions is also not what I really would would love to do. I mean, we are on the line. We want to hold here. Actually, and up here are strikeable opponents. Still want to push that back. That rifle division is strong. Shit. Shit. Okay. Yeah, here we want to move on a bit further. But yeah, well, let's not get too deep into drawn into this. This is the open plains we want to fight on. This hill up here would be nice to have, I guess, but not really necessary. You two move up there. Protect us from evil. Did our step forward here. Yeah, and then we strike towards Orel down here. This formation keeps its blocking action going on. Großdeutschland Motorized Regiment. Will change. Oh no. Not what I wanted. Will change to. In April 1942, will change to Großdeutschland Motorized Division. So yeah, this division here, the divisions in this formation in general will get two major changes. Like this will go up to division, to motorized division, with some strong panzer forces and so on. And then we also will have the cavalry division, which is down here. Where's the cavalry division? Where's my cavalry division? Is it up here? Ah, here. Yeah, first cavalry division will also have a TOE change to a panzer division. This one will go to. Also, currently has the Pencil Reconnaissance Battalion attached to it. The Panzer Reconnaissance Battalion with some armored cars. But yeah, this will go on. The first Cavalry Division will go on to become a Panzer Division. So this will get a lot stronger in 1942. Which then, around Kursk, potentially could do some major damage to the enemy next year. But first of all, we have to hold out in the winter. Not get completely smashed there. Oh, wow, I left that core way too far behind. This army can move down here. We're still not building. I mean, we have to make Kiev a depot. Hope that they repaired up to there. The repair unit's focus should be on Kiev. We do get construction battalion in here that repairs. That's good. Supply lines here are decent. Yeah, so far this turn, no great successes whatsoever. Couple of solid battles over here, but that's it. And he's really good at running by now. This core needs to move up here. Push them back. Good as possible. And then we have to find out what to do here. Let's say we move these units first up to the river here. Let's stay west of the Seine. Same so far. The enemy counterattacks here, which could be a potential place for a counterattack in my eyes. Romy. Krakow. Move along the rail. This core moves closer into this as well. I have news about the partisans, or what? Oh, Transcaucasus, the Soviets get something. But we got a victory and an extra activation point as well. Okay. Yeah, these formations a bit better supplied this turn. Even though, yeah, because the supply hub in the north got closer, I guess. And the supply hubs in the south are running smoother a bit as well. Well, I have to see if we take Dnepropetrovsk this turn or next turn. He leaves the south now. Okay, we won't be able to catch any of his units down here. Where has he retreated up here? Okay. This is the hex he wants to fight on. This hex here seems to be rather breakable. Ah. Wait. Are you from the side can't attack? It's only this hex that can attack. Seemingly. And we move all German divisions in there. And strike. Okay. Success. (16) defense. Any strong Romanian division that can move in there? Enough to do a attack? Please. Please, 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 Romania. Do it. Yes. Oh, wow. Okay, we completely annihilated them. Italian armored formation. Moves on. Time for the Italians to start shining. Italians moving in there. This cavalry brigade has to move around here. Yeah, these two divisions moving in there makes sense. At headquarter. Move up here. Use strike towards Melitopol. Okay, he's still retreating in the south a hell of a lot. I'm not sure if he wants to make a hold on the Don and Donetsk. I think our tank divisions have arrived here. No. Berlin? Ah, okay, our 2 tank divisions have arrived here back in the rear. We will send them into the south. Both of them. Romanian rail repair unit. Wait, what? You cannot repair here? Okay, that's unfortunate. Doing its job. There and there. I'm still not sure what to do about Dnepropetrovsk here. If we wait, if we try to siege it this turn, I would not do that. I guess I will surround it this turn and strike it next turn. Question is what to do with our rail repair unit at the same time. We try to, I think we try to build up rail to the south. And connect it with the Romanian network a bit so that we can send supply up here from the coast north. Like repairing up here, down here. This rail line repaired. And then following up north once that is free again. Supposedly they only have 5 defense here. Don't think we can move anything in there with enough to do another strong attack. No. At all, it's all not gonna work out. But we can try here as well. Okay, no. That didn't work out. But it was an okay risk to take, and it was okay casualties as well. We didn't take any heavy casualties there. And we push into the Crimea with a strong force now. Wait, are these the falling back units? Yeah, they still have 16 supposedly though. I feel like these should be rather low now in morale and stuff. This could be tragedy, but I want to risk it. Okay, it's not tragedy, but it's not a success. Okay. I felt like that those units should be the one that just retreated and that they might be able to be broken completely there. Hey, MD's FCR. I'm doing rather fine on this lovely day. This turn so far is not a great success, so casualty rates below 100,000 for the Soviets. Not good. I feel like we come to the massive battle soon. As they seem to stand and fight here at Kharkov. Yeah, still not sure what to do at Orel. We'll march a bit forward over here. Break this from 2 sides. This is all not great. Rain is highly frustrating here. The light mud makes everything worse. I hate mud nearly as much as Anakin hates sand at this point. Okay, assault success here. Okay, some solid successes here. Getting us towards Orel. Deutschland Motorized Regiment. We have an infantry division here that can split up. Oh, no, it can't split up because the headquarters is below it, but now it can split up. Hold the northern flank here. So this is fine. And then we send out tank formations north of Orel. Okay. He's rather weak here. Wait, is he? He's not giving up Aurel just that way, right? No, Aurel has a... I mean, it has a fortress, but nothing else in it. What is his plan here? Okay, he's holding okayish strong behind Aurel, but that's still not a defensive position that I would trust in as hold an attack of ours. You move south, where you still could potentially help out with a big attack. Okay. He is breakable down here in the south as well. 9 defense there. Our 10th Panzer Division got a bit hit relatively hard last turn. At the river they should be able to hold though. Maybe we want to break south of Aurel. Okay, success. In the magnitude that I'm happy with. And a tank division that can cross the river. And also, if some luck, can do stuff here. No. Yeah, you could potentially move in there, but that's... No, actually that's the way to go here, I guess. Back north. Start surrounding Aurel. Ah, you can't. You can't? You have 18 left? Costs you too much across the river? Okay, we don't do a normal attack there. So I guess Aurel has to wait for one more turn as well. All of our units here moving south. Yeah, is this it for Army Group Center? These guys will hold this gap over here. You are all supposed to get to Kharkov. But yeah, it seems to want to hold the Donetsk and the Don. That seems to be his line. I'm not sure if he has a... Like, Aurel is not the line yet. At least it doesn't feel like it. Like, he obviously wants to hold Moscow. But I'm not sure what his plan in the south is. Like, here we can bypass him as well. And... guess we can surround Zaporozhye here. Doesn't even have a unit on the other side here. So he gives us these two fortresses relatively easily. Joseph 86 hole, I doubt we're gonna win in 1941. Like, no, we're not gonna win in 1941. And if we win in 1942, we don't know. Operation Barbarossa is going better territorial-wise than historically, a lot worse casualty-wise than historically for casualties we inflict. Casualties we take, we're better than historical, I think. But that's just because he refuses to fight so far. And the big question is where and when will he fight? And how much territory can we gain out of his retreats? I think he's playing a rather wise strategy. But it also will have his weaknesses for him. Giving us this much territory, but it's... yeah. We are in turn 12 out of potential 256 or so turns, so it's still a long way to go. Operation Barbarossa now in its 3rd month. And this being the front line. With our plan being successful in the north so far. Army Group Center being close to where it wants to be. We have to capture this territory still. Yeah, Vyazma has to fall. Rzhev has to fall. Then we have good hubs and he's fine. Orel nearly being taken. So that's another success story nearly for Army Group Center. And then Kursk, Kharkov, Stalino, Rostov, Dnepropetrovsk, and Zaporozhye still having to be taken this month, this year. And Crimea, we are on the way. We're gonna see how far we can go here. Time-wise, we are a bit ahead of schedule here. We are ahead of schedule here now. We are a good bit ahead of schedule here. Same at Orel, I think. Yes. Here we are around schedule. Well, it's all October here, but it's hard fighting. Yeah, his defensive line was a bit further behind here as well than historically, but the grind is the same that it was historically around behind Smolensk. So yeah, I guess that's his goal. And then he will try to counterattack us in the winter, so we have to be ready for that. And try to take Kharkov and the south. Like, I'm happy that we got our northern territory nearly captured to the point where we wanted before Rasputitsa. Yeah, only this terrain here is a bit more frustrating than hoped, but I mean, it's bad terrain, so it was kind of to be expected that we would have issues here. But Army Group North is exactly what I wanted to do, is doing exactly what I wanted to do, and that we get to entrench here without getting attacked is good. Hopefully the fortress levels there can go up really high. Like, I'm fine with this not changing till the end of the war, to be honest. Yeah, we have rather light forces here. Defensive values by now are up to 98 here down in the south by this unit. 31, still a bit weak. 29 here as well. But that hopefully changes, as these units should also become more combat ready and less exhausted. Like, they're currently relatively exhausted, which is the reason why these are not so fit. These are really combat ready. And this one here is a bit low on supplies, which is the reason why it is not doing so great. Like, for some reason, it was once more unlucky with its die roll and only got supply out of Riga, which is not amazing. Already was unlucky with a supply situation last turn. Armeegruppe... Yeah. Armeegruppe Mitte already has 4th Army here, 4th Panzer here. 4th Panzer already is pushing towards Rzhev. So that is already going on. To allow... Like, Armeegruppe Mitte is basically taking the place of Panzergruppe 4. Panzer Army 4 is already taking the place of Panzer Group 2, which basically is not by now more part of Army Group South, or like in between Army Group Center and Army Group South. Whilst Army Group Panzer Group 4 has swung more into center, but still being just on the periphery of Army Group North, so it doesn't take away management levels from Army Group Center. But yeah, Army Group North basically has sent 2 of his forces, the 16th Army here and the 4th Panzer Group further south than to help out around Rzhev. With 16th Army soon having to try to cover all this ground here, which will be annoying to do. This one absolutely needs to move up. But yeah, this Panzer Division still not in a great shape. So we keep it around one more turn. We could potentially try to strike this with it, but I don't think that's worth it. good amount of Panzer 3s here now, Panzer 4Fs. Yeah, let's move on here. We did these moves. We are now 3 hexes away from Kharkov. We will keep you in reserve. So that if they counterattack here now, we have a mobile reserve that can do something about it. Mountain Corps with our mountain divisions. Move on over here. To the gaps. And soon it will be time to break up some of these divisions onto brigade level, as the front line here will be really long. Which is a scary prospect, as our division, a German division is a really strong force here. A German brigade, obviously less so. Okay, seems to be setting up a rather strong force here, which the question is, do we just bypass that to the south then? Yeah, I don't think it makes much sense attacking these guys this turn, as their supply situation should be a lot worse next turn. And then we should be able to strike them. Plus our guys will be more ready to strike them next turn. And it's like, yeah, one more turn earlier would be nice. Doesn't seem like he has any units left here. It seems like he's really ready for us here. So we have two options. Either swing south, try strike here, or swing north. Argument for the northern route. Bigger railways. Argument for the southern route. No flanking attacks from the south. Only potential flanks from the north. Other argument for the northern route is we potentially could still pin him towards the Black Seas, but it seems like he really wants to avoid any kind of level of encirclement by any means possible. He only fights for his victory points, and even they're only limited fights that he gives us. So yeah. Tough choices. The infantry divisions will be the ones that take care of this whole situation next turn. I mean, we need to take this hex anyway, so we might for sure move a tank division here, check out how strong he is here. 13. He's actually pushable there. But it doesn't feel right to just strike him with the tanks here. It's the closest where we are to him. But I don't think we can strike him anywhere else this turn without... Could strike him up here, which is where he doesn't have a river hex in his protection, and try to break through north of Stalino. Okay, let's attempt that. Yeah, he's rather weak here as well. You are still in range of yours, commander. Okay, attack. Oh, super happy with it, but it is what it is. We need to put pressure on Stalino from the north. As this is where it is the most open. If you push through here, that's a lot of rivers. Up here, there is no river. Like, there's a straight line without rivers. Like, the other way would be around here. That's why I'm talking about, was going for it. Like, pushing through here gives him a lot of rivers and a lot of weird attacks angles for us. So, yeah, going up here seems to be the most sensible choice. Oh, yeah, that's also something we can strike. Just annihilate. That was maybe a bit too much force even. They hold? Okay, they hold, but they took heavy casualties. But they stopped breaking every single time now. You do your job here. The Hungarian cavalry brigade actually in relatively good shape. And those should be enough forces to defeat them next turn. We can take the 6th Panzer Division, a hex or 2 forward. No, we moved them up north actually. Well, yeah, we're gonna try to push through here. This Hungarian Mountaineer Brigade holds this hex. There's not really a gap. Moving through the swamp doesn't make sense, but yeah, and they are filling the gap here if necessary is solid. Solid successes down here. Feel like going on down here is fine. Having the Romanians hold the southern flank. You move on here. Headquarter units need to move on. Down here. And up here. Oh, actually, well, we don't get supply in here yet because Reich is in the enemy's hand, so this doesn't really change anything. Romanian army hero can move forward. The Romanian army can move up here to help with these. And Antonescu can move to Odessa to make that a better supply hub as well. As it's still in use. These Romanian divisions not being used. Next army moves on to Kiev as well. We really would like to see repairs towards Kiev next turn. And these 2 tank divisions try to go as far as possible up here. Because we really want you here. It will take a while. But yeah, these 2 tank divisions can be the differentiator now in the south. 2 fully rested, highly veteran tank divisions. They can inflict heavy casualties on the enemy. And they could allow us maybe creating a pocket down here again. Taking real capacity right now, obviously not great. But it's a sacrifice that we have to make right now, I think. I believe this is a necessary sacrifice. With that, I guess we have another turn. Let's have a look at the losses. First time below 100,000. Not great. Like, something in me wants to just attack somewhere just so that we reach that number, even though it's completely stupid. Feel like denial of facts. Like, no, that can't be. Oh. But yeah, these attacks are all stupid. Terribly stupid. I think we did what we needed to do here. Attacking here is complete stupidity as well. Like, this hex is not the one to attack. The one up north here is a fine hex to attack. Marching on, taking territory. He's waiting for the Rasputitsa. Oh! Yeah, I was waiting for this. Okay, Eagle Eye saw these guys. That's another Romanian division to move down here. Okay. Then we will have a look on the German reserve, but I don't think there's much here at the moment, which is... Ah, the Croatians, actually. Actually, they can be worth it. Let's add them to the map. And the self-propelled flak is still not fully at full strength. Yeah, the other flak regiments, we're waiting for stuff as well. The battalion, we're getting trained. These guys are getting better. They've at 65% experience. We're waiting for 75% before we send this to the front line. The Werfers, this one seems ready. Yes. We can send another Werfer force to the front line as well. Some better artillery up here. This one still needs to get a bit better. 150mm K39 field guns. Nice. Good guns. But yeah, the German reserve, rather small at the moment. We're gonna wait for these to be a bit better before we throw them in there. But yeah, so far so good. Command. Theater box. Select all on the map. COE percentage 105. What is the lowest? Ah, that's... Yeah, bases we don't want. Bases. COE. Black towers we also don't want. How do we turn those off? Port. Security? No. Action. Security we also not really interested in, but... AA, I guess? Yeah. Romanian anti-tank is at 16 TOE, unready. And then we have 10th Panzer Division, which is at a relatively unready state by now as well. Thanks for the follow, K-Hulk 12. Yeah, this one, after we take Orel, we need to rest these guys. Like this, the Orel fight is to fight for 1942, 41. I considered trying to push to Voronezh. I don't think we will do this year. I think Orel and Kursk should be enough. The hard fight is in the south for more territory, more towns to take. And if we take these towns, like, even if we don't take Rostov, but obviously we would like to take Rostov, we are fine if we take these towns victory point-wise, so we don't necessarily need Rostov. Voronezh for the victory point safety for not losing. Yeah. Like, yeah, a couple of units already really messed up by now. Who was the one with the most wins by now? The best division of ours? 15-1, 25th motorized division, 14-0. Third motorized division up here, still doing great. Guess these are 15th is also up here, isn't it? This 15? No, this is 36. Okay. The 25th motorized division is down in the south. Yeah. Elite squadron by now. A lot of higher level elite artillery, especially. They didn't have to take any replacements. Recon car battalion here, really good. 92% on the IG 18s. So yeah, really, really good squadrons there. And the Panzer divisions here coming in now with 90 and 91 experiences also. Panzer Grenadier regiments at 91 experience on the 5th Panzer Division. Absolutely insane. Tanks a bit lower, but over 80 is still. Like, this is what makes the Germans so scary here for now. So, this is really great. Getting these in here will be super helpful next turn. And let's get them on the 1st Panzer group already. Let's take the Hungarians into 17th Army, I guess. We can't put Hungarians on the Romanians, that would be suicidal. So we can put these under the tank formations. Where's the other? How far did the other one get? Where's the other armored division? Where did it get stuck? Motorized core. Oh, that's the one that we wanted for this, right? Panzer group. Where is the... Oh, it only made it to Krakow. Shit. Yeah. That's not good. So they will arrive after each other. Cheers, K-Hulk. Okay. I guess this is it then. This is it. Okay. We have Feldbahn-Division build. We have Feldbahn-Division build. And we have Feldbahn-Division. Yeah, we have them all covered. No real new supply hubs created with this time around. Yeah, the last one is up here. But good rail improvements with here soon to be used. Like, yeah, good rail improvements. Hopefully this line soon down south so that we can get more rail up here. Yeah, all of this is nice. Then we maybe need to move one here. Finish this rail in the winter. So that we can move more up to the front. But yeah, moving here. Guess hopefully moving itself. Building up here to Bryansk would be nice. Bring up all the way to Vyazma would be nice as well. Our really rail construction is a pesky thing. Way too much to do for way too few guys. I think we get one more Feldbahn Division. Actually, not even. Yeah, in May we get in May 1942 we get another Feldbahn Division. Sadly, only in May next year. Would be nice to have that earlier. Yeah, the northern one will move here to Estonia. And try to repair up there. So that we have at least one rail line going to Tallinn and going here. These ones not necessarily need to be repaired yet, but the Tallinn one and then east, so that we have rail all the way up here, is relatively necessary. Ah, this guy's still using... Still building up there. Shameful. Okay. You will be put under Army Group South, actually. That you build within range of Army Group South. One up here. Where are you from? Army Group Center. For some reason you decide to go up there. Okay. It is what it is, I guess. Okay, you are all fine. Let's end turn here. And yeah, we're gonna go on to a short break, and then we're gonna be back with Wano. And yeah, thanks for watching everyone again. Let's freaking go. Well, let's freaking go here.